When Rush guitarist Alex Lifeson recently spoke about coping with Neil Peart's illness and death, it wasn't just another interview. It was the continuation of a story that began nearly 5 decades ago. Rush, forged in the mid-1970s from the fires of progressive rock, had built its legacy on precision, intellect, and brotherhood. Lifeson, Geddy Lee, and Neil Peart weren't just bandmates. They were a triad that moved in near telepathic sync. That unity was shaken in 2016, when Peart quietly retired following the band's R40 tour, citing chronic pain and exhaustion. At the time, Rush fans mourned what felt like the natural end of an era, but behind the scenes, something far heavier was unfolding. Peart had been diagnosed with glioblastoma, an aggressive form of brain cancer. For 3.5 years, he battled the disease in silence, guarded fiercely by his family and bandmates. Lifeson recalls that period as one of immense weight. "We were dealing with something that was very painful and difficult," he said. Those who knew Peart respected his privacy, understanding that the drummer, ever the philosopher, preferred to face mortality on his own terms. When he died in January 2020, the world learned only then of the struggle Rush's inner circle had long carried. For Lifeson, the aftermath demanded a form of catharsis. Music, long the vessel through which Rush explored themes of human endurance and existential doubt, became the natural outlet. He described writing a song that helped him process the grief, not as an attempt to memorialize Peart publicly, but as a private act of healing. The creative act mirrored Rush's own ethos, the belief that meaning could be wrestled from even the darkest experiences. Historically, Rush had always been about transformation, from the youthful fire of 2112 to the introspection of Grace Under Pressure. The band evolved alongside their personal lives. Peart's death, however, marked a different transformation, one from creation to reflection. For Lifeson, the music no longer needed to dazzle. It needed to console. In that sense, his story is not just about loss, but continuity, the way art can extend a friendship beyond the reach of time. As Rush's legacy continues to inspire, Lifeson's candid remembrance reminds us that even in silence, the music endures, carrying echoes of the man who once gave it rhythm.